Hey YouTube, how are you all doing? Today, finally, I am going to do the bucket experiment. On the 1st of April, I buried a bucket here with some goodies, and I promised to be here 6 months later at the beginning of September, but due to many reasons I couldn't come, and today is the 7th of December, so I am a month late with this experiment. So the idea was, in case you haven't watched the previous video, the first part of the bucket experiment, of course I will leave a link down there somewhere. So in case you haven't watched it, the idea was that I would bury some goodies in a bucket. Goodies, I mean some food, a basher, a tarp, some rope, I mean the absolute minimum that you would need to survive here, and some water also. Now I'm here today. Today's Friday, and the weather is really bad, and I'm having my doubts whether I'll be able to complete this experiment, because it's not fun when it's cold, it's wet, it's been raining on and off for quite a few days, and today's been raining and everything is soggy, but I am going to try it though. So first of all, while I have caught a break in the weather, I'm going to dig out the bucket. I'm going to be using a stick to do that, and basically I need to get on before it starts raining again. So don't go away. Now obviously the woods have changed in 7 months, and I am more or less sure where I buried the bucket. It should be down around there, but it is going to take, actually, let me see, no, around there, around that area here. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, so this is a good sign. The ground is very soft here, which probably means that I was digging here before. So it should be around here somewhere. Hey, I found it! I found the bucket. Okay, I'm going to have to dig a bit more around. I want to be careful not to break the bucket, of course, with my stick. Let's see if I can take it out, yeah, with my hands. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. See that? This looks whole. I mean, there are no holes in it, apparently. So let's take this back to a clearer spot and let's try to wipe it clean and open it. Right, one other thing is here, I don't want to break the bucket because I plan on using it again. Let's see. Oh, the bucket is really closed. I don't know if that's a good sign or bad sign. Let's try from this side. There we go. 7 months closed. Let's see what we have. Exactly as I left it. Perfect. Well, I am going to check that the tins of food and that are not rusty, but I have a feeling that everything is real good in there. Right, first of all we have the water, and it has nothing floating inside, so that's good, it kept. Then the hobo stove looks exactly as I left it. Put that to the side. Then we have a tin of food, absolutely perfect. I think everything is going to be in good order here. Space blanket, rescue blanket, mylar blanket, whatever you want to call it. Rope, dry, not even cold. It's cool to the touch. Let me see. My knife. No rust on it whatsoever. It's perfect. Yeah. So basically I consider this already a success. I think this bucket experiment has gone really good. The porridge I left here, ferro rod of course is okay, it's not going to go bad. Oh, let's see. I have toilet paper in here, that would be a good sign. Look, bone dry, absolutely. Everything seems to be good here. Absolutely everything. My packet of cigarettes is dry, which is very important. Right. Okay, what else do we have here? Pate, tin of pate, looks absolutely perfect. And the expiry date too. Let's have a look at the peanut butter. Because the peanut butter I wasn't sure. Ooh, the peanut butter has only 2 more weeks before it expires. So when I hid it in the bucket I knew that it didn't have much life left. That's why I actually, because I thought I would be here in September, I left it here knowing that it had till October, but I've come late, but it's still good. Still good. My trusty cup, yes, dirty old veteran cup, I might add. Been with me on many camping trips. Let me see, what else do we have here? My eating set, of course it's going to be good, and of course my tarp, absolutely dry. It's just cool to the touch, but dry and really good. So there are a few things I would like to explain before I continue with this experiment. First of all, the forest that I'm in, and I'm usually in, is a pine forest, pine tree forest, yeah. So there are a few, oak here, there, but not much. In the older part of the forest you see more oak, but I'm not in that part, and it's actually really far away. So, why am I saying this? Them pines, I don't know if you can see them, yeah, pines. These are the kind of pines that do not have many branches. The branches that they have, they're at the very top, they're really tall trees, and I suppose I could use the rope maybe to bring down some branches, or even better, I could destroy little pine trees but I don't think that destroying or killing trees is necessary for a video, just to show that I can do it, that I can make a bed of pine tree branches and needles and that. So instead of that, I've decided to bring a little top to put on the floor, on the ground, and a mat. This will be my equivalent of a bed of pine needle branches, you know, pine tree branches, whatever you want to call them. So that will be the equivalent of that. Now, of course, you could say, ah, there we go, he's cheating. I don't think it's cheating. I think it's, you know, this is my woods. I consider them my woods. They're not mine, but I consider them mine. I love this forest, and I try to take as much care of it as I can. So that's one of the reasons why I really do not see any point in killing trees, apart from that, you know, if there's no need, why do it? But if you are in a survival situation, whether it's either the tree or your life, unfortunately, of course, you go and you cut down the tree and you make your bed with it. Right, this is what I've brought extra. What I have is a cheap plastic poncho, because it's raining. It's logical, okay? I tried to be as logical as I could. Of course, I have my pack where I brought all these things in. I'm going to show it actually closer. I've brought a charger, a big heavy-duty charger for the camera, and if I need for the phone also, but the phone I'm not going to use much. I wouldn't use the phone if I didn't have this, but because I have this, I might need it and I might use it, why not? But this was for the camera, because I plan on filming a lot today. Cable with all the adapters to charge the camera, and if necessary my phone. I brought a thermometer, which I never do. This thermometer is usually hanging in my balcony, and I've brought it. At the moment it says 10, just over 10 degrees plus, of course, Celsius. So I've got a thermometer. I'm just interested in knowing what temperature I'm going to have at night. Now, to be careful, because I usually try to be as careful as I can, I've brought a first aid kit, which I do not plan on using. Now, in the bucket I do have some medicine, a plaster or two, but just in case, you know, this is an experiment. I didn't want to be foolish, and I always like to be prepared. There is nothing extra in here, just stuff, you know, in case I get hurt, nothing else. And as I said, I plan on, you know, not using it. Then I've brought some plastic bags for the rubbish. Now, of course, these plastic bags you could use to improve your shelter, etc., etc. I didn't bring it for this. I brought it specifically for the rubbish, so I will not use these bags for anything else. But I needed something to take away my rubbish later. And for self-defense only, I've brought my trusty mini machete. I do not plan on using this for anything else. As I said, I'm going to use only what I had in the bucket and what I can find around. Not this. But in case I need it, and I hope not, I feel better with this by my side. This is the mat that I've brought. It's one of the cheap ones. It's not really expensive, not really thick, but it should do the trick for tonight. And inside I have the little, also cheap top that I'm going to be using to sleep on. Before I start building my shelter for tonight, there are a few things I would like to say. First of all, the main aim of this experiment was whether I could hide some stuff in the bucket, and will the bucket hold? Will anybody find it? Will anybody look for it? And you know, how well things would keep in that bucket for a certain amount of time. Now, judging by what we've all seen, I think the experiment was already a success. Now my phone is ringing. I'll be back in a bit. The wife is calling. Hello, my love. Say hi to everybody. I don't know if you could hear that. Okay, I'll be back in a jiff. Okay, this is home for tonight. Rather cozy, I think it turned out. It's taken me way too long because I had no idea of what I was going to build, which kind of shelter. So this turned out, and yes, I'm using the second tarp that I brought. I'm using it as a bed to keep the cold out, the wind out, and I'm using it also on the back there to keep the wind from that side. And I had some leftover, so I just tucked it under the basher, and that's what I have. Now, I didn't use any extra rope. The only rope I used was the rope in the bucket, but as you can see, it was a lot of rope. Now, anybody who knows me knows that I don't like cutting my cord, my rope, but sometimes it's necessary, and that's what I've been doing today. My brother must be laughing his head off, actually, because we have this joke that he always wants to cut rope, any rope for anything, and I'm always against it, and we have these fun conflicts. They are fun. They're just joking. I mean, we are just joking, but yeah. So he must be laughing now, knowing that I've been cutting all the cord and that. What can I do, bro? Huh? Almost every time I go camping, I get rain. And it gets a bit tedious. Sometimes it's cool, other times it's just tedious. I'm alone here. At night there's not much you can do. I have limited batteries for my torch, just the ones that were in the bucket. Which, by the way, I haven't tried if they work. Oh, okay, we'll have to look at it now. So it's going to be a long night. It's going to be a boring night. That's the problem. If it rains and I'm stuck under the tarp, then it's not going to be cool at all. Nothing to do. And here I am sitting again. I have to start getting stuff ready for the fire. Can you hear that? It's gonna pour, and I'm not ready yet. I need to get some birch bark, a lot of birch bark actually, and keep it for when the rain stops, because I'm sure it's gonna be raining any moment now. Nothing fancy here, just gonna cut up some of this birch bark. Oh, I think it's rotten. Let's see. Yeah, it is rotten, but birch bark is birch bark. It burns all the same. Oh, there we go. Right, I'm busy with this and I need to hurry up, so I'll catch you a bit later. Wow. It's gonna be an interesting night tonight. It's okay, I'm stuck in the shelter because of the rain, and finally I'm going to eat. I'm going to eat this. I don't know if you can see that. It's tinned beef. I've eaten it before. Now, because of the heavy rain, even though it's subsiding a bit, but because of the rain I'm not going to be able to start a fire at the moment, but I'm too hungry, so I'm going to eat it cold. Whatever. I haven't eaten anything since this morning, and I've worked hard and I deserve to eat. So yeah, I'm gonna try this. Let's open it. Okay, let's get rid of this. Later, pick it up. So it's very greasy, as you can see, but I'm hungry and I don't care, and this should be warmed up, but it's possible to eat cold. So yeah, let's try some of this. Okay, it's the first time I'm using this actually. Seems to be working well. But I need to put the torch down in order to eat, so bear with me. I think I'm going to dirty all my bed now. Let's see how this goes. It's acceptable. It's okay. So yeah, people, excuse me. I'm going to eat. I'll come back a bit later when the rain stops. Maybe I'll start a fire. We'll see. Catch you in a bit.